How you guys doing? This is Anthony Gandry, host of Tier Talk, only show on the air dedicated to law enforcement. Don't forget, guys, you can follow us on multiple venues: iHeart, YouTube, Spreaker.com, Player FM, Stitcher Radio. The list goes on and on and on. But don't forget, guys, get those subscribers to those YouTube channels. Okay, so when I do a video on here, the same video will go ahead and appear on the YouTube channel. Real quick. Oh, wait, another side note, download the app, guys, and we go live every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except for this Tuesday. This Tuesday, we have another engagement. So, and again, the app is free. I want to show support to the New Hampshire DOC, if you will. I'm going to read an article real quick. Okay, this is what's going on in New Hampshire, so bear with me, guys. Okay, so on the heels of a brief hunger strike at the state prison in Berlin this week, inmates at the Concord facility on Friday afternoon set a small fire to protest a new visitation policy instituted at all three New Hampshire prisons. Staff at the prison got the fire under control before the Concord Fire Department arrived. New Hampshire Department of Corrections Jeff Lyons said, and nobody was injured. 39 inmates had to be evacuated because of smoke, Lyons said, but were back in their cells by the end of the day. There was no property damage. They're in lockdown now as we investigate the matter, he said Friday evening. At around 2 p.m. on Friday, inmates in one tier of the prison's close custody unit started throwing paper and trash into the hallway outside their cell. Lyons said that trash was set on fire, although it's unknown how. Lyons didn't know if the persons responsible for the fire had been identified. The incident is under investigation by the Department's Investigation Bureau and the Office of the State Fire Marshal. Okay, the visitation policy inmates are protesting prohibits kissing and limits hugs to 3 seconds. It's the latest in a series of measures the department has put in place in an attempt to curb illicit drug use inside the state correctional facility. Vending machines and board games were also removed from visiting rooms. Commissioner Williams Wren put the policy in place soon after 4 men in state custody overdosed, one of them fatally on January 6th. It's still unknown how exactly the men got access to the drugs. The policy has received backlash. Former and current inmates have called the monitor to voice their concerns, according to prior reports. Many said the policy punishes children and those who follow the rules without actually addressing all the ways in which drugs get behind the prison wall. 200 inmates participated in the food boycott at the Berlin prison. According to officials, that's about a third of the facility's population. Officials said things were back to normal by Thursday, and there were no reported injuries. Guys, I want to show support to the administration for making this move. We talked about this a few weeks back when this started. Maybe it was a month ago. You had 4 inmates, 1 died, all overdosing. You got to maintain control. You got to do what you can. Until you don't, and while you're investigating, what do? Neutralize everything. Neutralize everything. And when they say that this action is punishing the children, no, your actions did that. Instead of going after administration for implementing this, find out how the drugs are coming in. You want to make a difference? The inmates, if you're listening to this, if you guys want to make a difference, then tell staff how the drugs are coming in. Then maybe you can get your visitations back. But until then, I say keep the policy the way it is, because right now we got to worry about the safety and security of that facility. I think it's a great move. And for people that are going to protest this, whether it's on the inside or the outside, you'll be the same people that will protest later on when somebody dies. Where's the consistency? I'm asking you, where's the consistency? You know, so we're going to protest about the visitation, and then later on those same people will protest about how are drugs getting into the facility. So let's mark it right now. This is New Hampshire's attempt at trying to control the contraband. I think it's a great attempt. You know, I don't think we wanted to go that way, but unfortunately that's where we had to go. We are reacting to an issue that's going on in that facility that's brought by the population. If the inmates really wanted to put a stop to this, then tell us how the drugs are coming in, because we know you know. Tell us how it's coming in, and we could maybe lift it. But in the meantime, this has to remain that way. This is a way you maintain control. You lock it down. You lock it down. And for people, again, that's supporting the message, because we had this with the Delaware riots too, people on the outside supporting any initiative that goes against what we need to do to maintain safety and security. Guys, this is the problem. This is the problem. You don't know what it's like to work in our world. You don't know the dangers that exist. And then we make an effort to do the right thing by maintaining control. What you may see as rather extreme. We're more worried about the outcome when we don't do it. Well, this is what happens. Let them do what needs to be done. This is a great initiative by the state of New Hampshire, and I'm hoping that more states follow suit when they have problems with contraband coming into the facility. And remember, guys, it's not the administration that's punishing the visitors. It's not the administration that's punishing the inmates. These are security measures that must be implemented because of 4 overdoses and 1 fatality. This is what's needed. So I'm going to remember this, public, when you guys are protesting right now about what's going on, how we got to implement these visits back to normal. Okay, remember these words. Because then when we go through another death, you'll be the same people protesting we got to do something more. This is the initiative. And again, if anybody wants to see a change and get those visits back, then the inmates should speak and say how the drugs are coming in. Because until that's discovered, keep it locked down. Can't have another death on our hands. Can't have another death on our hands. All right, guys. Love you guys. Stay safe.